lost boy running insane. Used to be the ghost boy looking for fame. I used to work so hard to get it. I used to be the one living in the fast lane. Used to be the one who only cried in the rain. I used to work so hard to get it. It's so hard to get it. So hard to get it. I used to be the lost boy running insane. I used to be the ghost boy looking for fame. I used to work so hard to get it. So hard to get it. I used to be the one living in the fast lane. I used to be the one who only cried in the rain. I used to work so hard to get it. So hard to get it. I used to be the lost boy running insane. Used to be the ghost boy looking for fame. I used to work so hard to get it.
I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. Clear my head.
to protect your soul.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. I wanna taste your content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption, breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out. Just wanna be carefree lately, yeah. Just kicking up daisies. Got one too many quarters in my pockets. Count 'em like the four-leaf clovers in my locket. Untied laces, yeah. Just tripping on daydreams. Got dirty little lullabies playing on repeat. Might as well just ride around the nursery and count sheep.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go.
The following is a presentation of Burlington Junior Barracudas Hockey, live on YouTube.
Where playoffs begin. Across Calpac, long shot, hit right on, they score! Gabby Catalano comes across for Lee, penalties over, a shot, they score! Addison Lee has the icebreaker. Returns the pass to Lee, shoots, scores! Thompson to the middle, shoots, scores! Kaylee Tiller ties it! Addison Lee, she'll fire, save it, rebound loose, they score!
Near side, Frege, shot, scores!
Fires, glove save, Mana. Haley Thompson scores! Haley Thompson converts on the breakaway. Haley Tiller works in, cuts to the net, what a move, back in, scores! Game winner, Haley Tiller. Rebound, they jam away, they score! Tie game in the final minute. Now to Thompson, looking out front, Haley Tiller, she scores! Haley Tiller, OT winner. Song for Cruzel shoots, scores! What a shot, Lauren Cruzel.
Suter, Walker, scores! She scores! Burlington Barracudas are the bronze medalists at the 2023 OWHA Provincials.
For man, score! For the first time in their history, the Burlington Barracudas are Ontario champions!
The 5th and 6th place teams in the U22 Elite face off tonight to kick off the OWHA Provincials in 2026 here at Iceland Arena in North Mississauga. My name is Jared Bapty, happy to be atop Iceland Rink 2 for the Burlington Barracudas taking on the Stoney Creek Sabres. Burlington managed to get to the bronze medal match in the championship weekend 2 weekends ago, losing 6-2 to the Barrie Sharks, who they will face tomorrow evening in this group. Meanwhile, the Stoney Creek Sabres had a tough go at championship weekend. They won their first game against the Nepean Wildcats, but then lost to Etobicoke and Barrie, which meant that they did not make it through to the medal round of the championship weekend. For the Burlington Barracudas, Miwa Carter should be making her return to the lineup tonight. And if not, we'll get confirmation on that in a moment. But if not, that means that Burlington will be short a defender, as there are no call-ups allowed at this tournament. And it is a true tournament fashion as well. 15, 15, 20 are the periods, with a flood between the second and third. And I do not see Miwa Carter dressed for Burlington tonight. They were all set for the starting lineups, but they don't announce that at this tournament. So, short a defender for the Burlington Barracudas. It's Mackenzie Ferguson getting the start tonight. She had 2 games played in the championship weekend, 1 win, and came in relief of Riley Mana in the 5-2 loss to the Central York Panthers. which meant that she was sporting a .217 goals against average and a .940 save percentage. So, Coach Kevin Greco going with who he potentially thinks is the hot hand as we are underway at the 2026 OWHA Provincials with a long shot from Chelsea Tiller to get things started on the Stoney Creek starting netminder Michaela Musty. And the playoff stats that I was able to find for Musty, she had 2 games played, 2 wins, 1 shutout, 43 saves in those 2 games, and a .977 save percentage. That is, of course, all I was able to find online. Stoney Creek in their black jerseys with green and yellow trim. Moving from left to right as Ella Frigge tries to get that out to center. She was cut off in front of her bench and goes off to make a change. Miley Ellis circles her own net, tries to get a pass ahead. It was reeled in by Ashley Austin, and she skates right through, gets a shot on Ferguson for her first touch of the game, and she covers up on the loose puck. So Burlington will play 2 games away at this tournament. This is the first one. The second one will be against Barrie. And that seeding is based on how folks finished at the championship weekend, as that shot is blocked by Sarah Elson. Gabby Catalano muscles the puck away and gets it out to center. Battle for the puck on the near boards. Van Sickle gets it around to the far side. The battle for the puck ensues with Clara Stanley. Bounced out to center and down the ice. And it is an icing call against the Stoney Creek Sabres as Burlington was trying a change. Saw Kevin Greco going with that second line to start once again. He does like that early matchup of line 2 of Frigge, Lauren Krusel, and another long shot is stopped by Musty. Sorry, that line includes Keelan Song as well. I drew a blank for a second there, but it's the top line out there right now for Burlington. Kaylee Tiller to take the draw, and she won it back to Haley Thompson, left for Addie Lee, who floated it wide of the net. Comes to the near side. Chelsea Tiller sends it in deep. Addie Butler on it. These ice surfaces are, I believe, Olympic size here at Iceland Arena, so lots of space to move for both teams, as that is offside against Stoney Creek. And so we'll have a face-off on the near face-off dot outside the Burlington zone. As Burlington goes, well, all teams really go from smaller to regular-sized ice at Scotiabank Pond and Chesswood up to Iceland Arena with lots of space. You can see how much white ice is in between the 2 face-off dots here. Pass fanned on by Olette. And Morrison takes it back for Stoney Creek. Gave off a pass and now received by Olette. Thrown to the open side. Frigge tried to catch up to it. Goes all the way down the ice, but no icing, as Maddie Delahunt could have reached out for it and made a play on it. White slams on the brakes. Addison White trying to turn away and get it up the near boards. White tied up by Juliana Kalpakis. Comes out to Keelan Song, who turns but can't get it out to center. 2 Sabres took her out, and Frigge followed up, got it out into neutral territory. Krusel trying to force a turnover. Found it in her feet. Knocked away from her, though, as Olivia Nelson carries it in for Stoney Creek. Centering pass directed away by Ferguson, and Bianca Hart bounces it off the boards and out to center. This is Claire Sanford chipping it into the far corner and giving chase. Bumps Elson and pins her up on the boards. Catalano came in to help, and Catalano's got the puck and skates it out into neutral ice. Catalano just onside as Aubrey Biazzi dragged the blue line with her there. Hart got it up to the line. Lee kept it in. Butler fresh off the bench. Tried to get it in deep. It was off a body, and it's backhanded back out to center by Stoney Creek. And Chelsea Tiller tripped and fell as she made the pass for Butler. And Butler was unable to feed it in front, but Kaylee Tiller followed up. Trying to find the puck behind the Stoney Creek net. Goes to the far side where it's taken by Stanley and skated out to center with a 2-on-1 developing 3-on-1 for Stoney Creek. And it's sent wide as McKenna Vink was out in front. And that shot from Austin as she cut out into the slot area goes off a stick and out of play. Just over 11 minutes to go in this first period. As I said, it's 2 15-minute periods followed by a flood and then a full 20-minute period. So not quite the same amount of time as regular season action. 10 minutes off the clock as that's off the crossbar from Morrison on the near side shot. Got up under the shoulders of Ferguson. Saw multiple crossbars hit 2 weekends ago as well by both Central York and Barrie. Burlington benefiting from some more iron early in this tournament, and a centering pass is stopped and held by Ferguson. As Burlington was unable to get out of their own zone, and clearing attempt that was chipped right back in, and Stoney Creek with a chance in front. Bouncing puck off the draw, Biazzi trying to muscle it out to center, just gets it into neutral territory, and Stoney Creek dumps it back into their own end. It was out of the reach of Love. And Charlie Love trying to backhand it up the far side to White. Lobbed out to center, gets behind Elson, but Michaela Barnes can't catch up to it. Is all over Lee as Addie Lee tries to deal with the puck, and Barnes comes up to the near side, held in by Olette. Biazzi battles with Sadie Allen on the near side wall. Catalano dug the puck out and gives off a pass that was behind Hart. Elson takes it herself and chips it out to center as her teammates were changing. Ali Pizzetti, the former Burlington Barracuda, gets a backhander off a stick and wide. Haley Thompson up the far side. Long shot from that far point from the Stoney Creek captain goes wide. And out at neutral ice, it's flipped in again ahead for Sadie Allen. Round back of the Burlington net, Chelsea Tiller. Out of the reach of Haley Thompson. And Kaylee Tiller trying to beat out an icing. It comes out in front, and Addie Butler couldn't tuck it in as the linesperson waved off the icing at the last second and confused just about everyone on the ice. Chelsea Tiller ahead for Keelan Song. Tries to muscle past Ellis. Down into the near corner. Her teammates are also changing as Van Sickle got it away, and it's Sadie Allen out to center. Out of the reach of Nicole Spencer. And so Kalpakis jumps on it. Kalpakis right in and flips that to the far side. Cruzel overskated the puck and couldn't come up with it, but it was Addison Beeman who lost her stick for a moment. Picked it right back up and got the puck ahead. Back out to center. Keelan Song bumped away from it by Nelson. And that's out and down the ice for not enough for an icing call. And a whistle is blown. And they are going to rule that icing against Stoney Creek. So an unlucky break for the Sabres here as Maddie Delahunt certainly stretched out that icing call to make it happen. Burlington trying to keep control of the puck in the offensive zone. It's bounced out and down the ice by Stoney Creek, and they get that change that they wanted. Lead pass ahead for Frigge, but it's offside at the Stoney Creek blue line, and that will come all the way back into the Burlington zone. These end zones are quite large, as you can see. There's a ton of space between the top of the circle and the blue line, and the neutral zone is very tight. So a long lead pass like that, connecting well, but Frigge a step ahead of the tight neutral zone, which caused the offside as that shot goes wide. Olette keeping it in on the near side. This is Biazzi able to get it out to center. Bianca Hart and Catalano had to wait up to make sure they were onside as Hart Sends it back to the line, and a one-touch pass is off the heel of the stick of Lee, and it's Morrison away. Morrison sending it on net, and going into the goaltender was Love. And this couple of Burlington Barracudas making sure that there was nothing coming of that play at the net. 7:45 left in this first period. We are scoreless. And a face-off win for the Stoney Creek Sabres as it goes off the skate of Austin in front and wide. Shot from Kletke comes again. The second one is knocked away by Ferguson and cleared out and down the ice. And this will be an icing call against Burlington, as Stoney Creek had to make sure they got all the way back for that one as well. So the face-off to the left of Mackenzie Ferguson. Not too many shots on goal for either team so far tonight, but a long lead pass for Burlington. They'll be offside as Sanford gets it ahead for Stanley. Shot kicked out by Ferguson. Rebounds taken behind the net. Wrap around in front. Stopped by Ferguson again on that far side with the right pad. Kalpakis gets it out to center as Thompson goes off for a change. She might have had some space to skate, but decided to dump it in and get some fresh legs out there for Burlington. Ellis lost the puck ahead for Keelan Song, who lost her footing, so she gave it off to Caruso. Down into the area behind the net, trying to throw it out in front. It's off a stick. Caruso followed up, just held in by Lee, but she shot it wide. And Nelson comes up with the rebound off the back wall and lifts it down the ice for Stoney Creek to complete their change as well. Frigge in the middle for Caruso. Her shot is blocked nicely by Van Sickle, but Frigge came up with the puck. It's thrown out in front, but it was knocked away again by Musty, A tie up in the near half wall area. Biazzi sent it right back for Caruso, now to the line for Tiller. Trying to get a deflection in front. It was a bit of a weak shot, though, so too much stick on it, and it went wide. Here's Catalano on a turnover. Stopped by Musty. Goes to the far wall. Picked up by Van Sickle and sent behind the net. Ellis returns it to Van Sickle, and a cross-ice pass for Michaela Barnes. One of the stars for this Stoney Creek team, 69 points in the regular season, as that centering pass goes through the slot area for nobody. Barnes, 4 goals, 4 assists, and 8 points with a one-timer from White that's deflected just wide by Ferguson. Bouncing puck away from Kalpakis, but she pins her opponent on that far wall. Catalano and Lee over there as well, but it comes free to Morrison. Centering pass knocked away by Biazzi, but not out. Held in as it's bounced wide of the net. Round to the far side, Barnes threw it in front, and nobody was there as the Burlington Barracudas are hemmed in here. Love in front. That goes across crease and wide. Bianca Hart couldn't get it out, and it's bounced back in again. Chelsea Tiller waits for her forward group to change. These benches are massive here as well. They've got a long way to go as that's deflected in on the dump from Chelsea Tiller. Centering pass off the skate of Musty, and that causes the net to be dislodged as Haley Thompson tried to throw that in front for Burlington. Just 3 shots on goal for the Barracudas so far tonight. 7 by my count for Stoney Creek on the hem in they had just now. Burlington in the offensive zone, though, as that's deflected wide off the pad of Musty. Kaylee Tiller on it in that far corner. Sends it back to the line and across for Delahunt. Long wrist shot, gloved and held by Musty. As Burlington tries to go to work in the offensive zone. Burlington was denied a change as the Stoney Creek Sabres got a quick one in. to get a better matchup. Delahunt's shot is blocked. That stung Austin in front, and Butler shot it wide off a body. Austin's right back on the attack, though. Didn't sting her hard enough. Chipped ahead for Kaylee Tiller. That's off her skate. Comes to Thompson, who shovels it ahead. That top line for Burlington goes for a change. Ellis settles the puck. It rolled on her a little bit, and she turns away from the forecheck of Frigge. She exchanges with Keelan Song, and a big collision between Chelsea Tiller and Beeman in neutral territory as the Stoney Creek Sabres are in deep again. Back to the line for Ellis. Long shot skids wide. Cruzel got it up the far wall and out to center. Frigge catching up to it and poking it past Ellis. Frigge in front, scores! Ella Frigge creates a turnover and skates it right to the net herself and finds daylight past Musty, and her first goal of the postseason gives Burlington a 1-0 lead. That's what happens when you're aggressive on the puck. On a clearing attempt, sometimes you get rewarded. Frigge poking it past Ellis and confounding her slightly in front of her own bench, which allowed Frigge the open lane to the net. And she placed the perfect shot past Musty, and Burlington's right in again, but it's taken away by White. Frigge with 7 assists in 7 playoff/postseason games coming into tonight. We said in the championship broadcast that she was buzzing for a goal, and she gets one nice and early in the provincial tournament. Pizzetti 1-on-5 as her teammates are changing, and Burlington trying to knock it up that far side. Catalano lost it, poked right back to her, and Bianca Hart found it, but that's intercepted, and it's shot wide by Sanford, comes all the way down the ice for Sadie Allen. Round behind the net for Sanford, up the boards but not out. That's held in by Lee. Sanford tries again, and she lifts it all the way down the ice. Will it have enough for icing? No. The fluttering puck decreased its own momentum. Tiller dumps it in cross ice as Musty plays it with her stick and left it for Sanford, but she's stripped of the puck by Frigge. Tried to send it behind the net for Cruzel, but it didn't connect. Gets by Lee out to center. So the Barracudas retreat. Chelsea Tiller finds some space and takes that shot off a stick and out of play. With just over a minute and a half to go in this first period, it's 1-0 Burlington from Ella Frigge, getting her first postseason goal. 8th point of the postseason, though. Bounced around back of the net by Ellis. It's Van Sickle up the far side, lobbing it out to center. Glove down by Kalpakis and flipped ahead. 3-on-2 for Burlington. Kalpakis with a shot as Chelsea Tiller was tied up. Kaylee Tiller was tied up. So Kalpakis didn't really have any other option other than to shoot it, so she did. And Musty made the save. Hung on to it. Clean face-off win by Kaylee Tiller, but the one-touch pass to the line by Haley Thompson was a little bit light, and the over and back at the Stoney Creek line is an offside call against Burlington. So we slowly approach the final minute of this first period in Game 1 of the Provincials for the Stoney Creek Sabres and the Burlington Barracudas. Lauren Cruzel finds the loose puck, sends it in. Love across, and it's off a body out to center from Eva Olette and right back down into the Stoney Creek zone. Love to Olette again, and they try once more. Deflected out to center by Morrison and fired right back ahead by Burlington. Cruzel's shot is blocked. Morrison picks up the loose puck. Flipped out to center. White is checked by Chelsea Tiller, and Frigge makes sure the puck doesn't get any further than that. Chelsea Tiller over the blue line. Long wrist shot. She takes a bump as that went up over top of the net. Bounced back out in front for Musty to cover with her glove with 34.5 seconds to go in this first period. Shots are now even at 7. Burlington with the edge on the scoreboard, 1-0. Face-off win for Ali Pizzetti this time, and it's fired straight into the bench as one of the Stoney Creek coaching staff dodges the puck. And a lot of stoppages in play in this last minute and a half or so of the first period. Another face-off win for Pizzetti against Kaylee Tiller off the side of the net. As Sanford gets it out to center. Rolling puck picked up by Kaylee Tiller. Ahead for Thompson. Down into the near corner. Thompson comes out with it. Left it for Kaylee Tiller. Back for Chelsea. Flipped in deep again. Haley Thompson. She takes some abuse, but had possession of the puck for a moment. Doesn't come up with it, and Kaylee Tiller is going to take a penalty at the end of the period as she went and gave Reese Kletke a body check. So, the end of the first period, Burlington's getting a roughing penalty against Kaylee Tiller. So the first period comes to a close, and Burlington is up 1-0. Off the stick of Ella Frigge, getting her first postseason goal. But they'll start down a player in the second period, with Kaylee Tiller taking a roughing minor at the end of the first. I'm going to take a slight break as the players meet with their coaches, and be back for the second period in just a moment.
This period is brought to you by Nickelbrook Brewing. Mention Junior Kudas at your next Nickelbrook gathering, and we receive a kickback.
Okay, everybody, we're just about ready for the second period. Another 15 minutes up on the clock. Shots were 7 apiece by my count at the end of the first period. But Burlington starts with a 2-minute penalty to kill. So 5-on-4 will begin the second period. Addie Butler giving one last touch of encouragement to Mackenzie Ferguson as she skates to her net, and Addie Butler won the draw to start the penalty kill for Burlington, and the second period is underway. Musty left it behind her own net, and Michaela Barnes did the same. And so it's Ellis who starts the breakout for Stoney Creek, out of the reach of another Stoney Creek Sabre as Song and Pizzetti got tied up. Morrison and Song, now a pass is deflected by Butler. Barnes followed up and got it in deep for Pizzetti. She's tied up by Chelsea Tiller. Van Sickle came in to help out as well. Got it back to the line and sent across for Barnes. Barnes returns the pass for Stanley as it rolls in front, and Ferguson makes the save in tight as the Sabres get the first shot of the second period, with Van Sickle right there in front, along with Pizzetti. So Burlington makes a penalty kill unit change, but Stoney Creek maintaining the power play unit out there as this rolling puck comes away. Friggy had her stick tied up and couldn't get it out to center. Morrison tried to get it across for Barnes, but it was off the stick of Cruzel. Now it's Morrison again. Her shot is blocked by Delahunt, and it comes right in front. And Ferguson makes another great save off Pisetti as she found a loose puck in front off a leg and tried to shovel it past Ferguson. "54 seconds left in the penalty kill for the Burlington Barracudas, brought to you by BDO Canada, as Bianca Hart gets it right out and down the ice and goes after it. And Musty had to be quick. Bianca Hart was right there, and she's all over Sanford now. Sanford able to work it out and right back in again as Bianca Hart continues her forecheck on the penalty kill. Burlington rejecting Stoney Creek, and they second attempt do get in. It's Sanford. Across for Kletke. And back to Allen on the near side. Centering pass in front, and they score. Another puck off a leg in front, and Ferguson was caught moving to her left. And on the power play, the Stoney Creek Sabres tie the game. It's a tough one for Mackenzie Ferguson. She was in the right position and was ready to make a save on a cross-crease pass, but it went off a skate in front and came right back to the near side. And there was just enough space for that to be shoveled in. And Stoney Creek with some energy to their legs after that goal. A quick kick save made by Ferguson once again, as Michaela Barnes took it coast to coast. Tried a shot on goal. Just under 13 minutes to go in this second period. We're now tied 1 apiece. Up the near boards, Cruzel can't get it out with the help of Friggy. Goes in deep again as Elson is wrapped up by Morrison. White in there as well for Stoney Creek, and so is Friggy for Burlington, and it's Ella Friggy who comes out with the puck. Knocked down by Song. Can't get it out to center, though. So Lee turns it across for Elson, and that pass was behind Cruzel. It's ripped across off the boards and down into the Burlington zone again by the Sabres. Quickly ahead for Cruzel, who was waiting at the Stoney Creek blue line, and she lifted it high and wide to the near side. Tiller kept the bouncing puck in. Friggy ahead for Cruzel. Turning and then sending it in deep. Knocked away from Friggy. Cruzel trying to come up with it, but Van Sickle got it away. Allen at the blue line has it lanced away from her, but Stoney Creek following up and getting it out to center. Pisetti taken down by Kalpakis at the Burlington blue line. And I don't think there's going to be a call on the play, but the stoppage happened inside the Burlington zone, so that's where the face-off will be as well. Face-off goes into the feet of the linesperson, and it comes back to the line, and a loose puck in front of Ferguson. She tries to find it, but can't quite reel it in. Kaylee Tiller comes up with it, though, and sends it ahead for Thompson. She lets it bounce all the way down and was going to catch up to it, so Musty came out to play it. Butler sends it in deep again for Thompson, who's tied up. Now Butler's got it in that far corner. Thompson came in to help as well. Goes to the line for Delahunt and across for Elson with a long shot kicked out by Musty. Goes over to the far wall, and it's picked up and carried out to center by Vink, who dumps it in and goes off for a change. Elson trying to catch the Sabres on a change, and Sanford a step ahead of Hart, which results in an icing call against Burlington. Just over 11 minutes left in this first game, the second period of that. Another face-off win for Ali Pizzetti. She's been really stellar so far on the face-off dot for Stoney Creek. Sanford with a long wrist shot stopped and held by Ferguson as the Stoney Creek Sabres start to try and pile on the shots in the second period. Burlington struggled at the championship weekend as well, being outshot in every game. Face-off one back to Sanford, whose shot goes off Bianca Hart, and that got her uncomfortably. She's still on the ice for now as Burlington's caught in their own zone. Beeman on the far side, watched by Lee, gave it off to Nelson. She left the puck and it was taken away by Lee. Bounced off the boards and Hart got it at least out to center. And I think Hart will in fact go for a change as Burlington resets on the forward group. Catalano couldn't find that puck. Lifted ahead by Stoney Creek and sent back for Lee. Now ahead for Cruzel. Dumped in, Cruzel's taken down in front of the Burlington bench with no call as the Stoney Creek Sabres break out, but Birch was very offside and had to try and touch up, but couldn't do it as Morrison carried the puck in and caused another offside. Quickly feathered ahead by the Sabres, but Barnes had it knocked away from her. Pass intercepted by Frigge from Barnes. Frigge is away, chipping it ahead and in deep. Love guts to the puck first. Rings it round to the near side wall. Kalpakis pinching in to hold it just for a moment. And it gets out and down into the Burlington zone. Delahunt trying to get away from Barnes. Gave it off to Kalpakis. Morrison took it away only for a second, though, as Kalpakis took it right back. Pass sent across for Song. I think the intended recipient was Cruzel, though. And Burlington struggling as well as Stoney Creek to get cleanly into the offensive zone. Once again, I mentioned earlier about this really shallow neutral zone that everybody has to hold up and try and make sure they stay onside with these massive end zones. Burlington offside again. Butler tried to send it back to the defenders, but it was intercepted. Vink slams on the brakes, tries to get away from Lee. Ellis into the high slot, knocked away by Thompson, and the puck is fed to her off her skate by Butler. Thompson trying to keep it alive, and it's knifed away from her by Ellis, but she comes up with the puck again and sends it back for Chelsea Tiller. Across for Butler, who dumps it in deep. Van Sickle and Kaylee Tiller. Van Sickle taken into the boards. Austin trying to get after Kaylee Tiller as well. And Tiller and Van Sickle have some words for each other. Tiller definitely took her into the boards with some force, but not enough to warrant a penalty, I guess. So Burlington completes a forward group change, and so does Stoney Creek. They get a wholesale change. And a face-off win is slapped off a skate and out to center. Dumped right back in it again by Kalpakis. This is Musty sending it off the skate of the referee, and the Sabres try to recover as it's fired in deep again by Chelsea Tiller. Sanford on the near side, watched by Hart. Sabres are able to get it out to center. Puck fired across by Sanford to White, who skates it over the blue line and in. Morrison drops it around in front, and Kalpakis knocked it away as Ferguson was moving the other way, and it's loose behind the net. Nobody wants it. Fired up the near boards now by Chelsea Tiller. Sanford into the middle, but it was behind Morrison. Centering pass by Stanley, or White, doesn't work. And it's chipped off the boards and out to center by Burlington. Backhanded in again by Sanford, and Kalpakis puts it off the boards and out in a neutral territory once again. A couple of passes don't connect for Burlington as it's slapped in deep again by Stoney Creek. That's off the feet of the referee a second time now on either side of the ice. It comes out in front, and Spencer hit the post. That's 2 hits to the iron for the Sabres now, once in each period, as Burlington continues to benefit from post luck. But they score anyways. A beautiful deflection in front by Eva Ouellette as Burlington was scrambling in their own zone. And with 2 goals in the second period, Stoney Creek Sabres have taken a 2-1 lead. And Burlington struggling to connect on some passes that would have got the puck out to center, and they end up paying for it, and they're right back on the defensive once again, but Haley Thompson got it out to center. Here's Kaylee Tiller, centering pass for Butler in front, and she can't tuck it in as Musty was over to the far side. Loose puck comes to the near hash marks. Thompson tries to feather it in front, and it goes off a stick and wide. Delahunt trying to keep it in on that far side. 3 Sabres are there as Austin comes out with it. Dropped it back for Van Sickle. Knifed at by Butler. She got it ahead for Stanley. Chipped ahead and down into the Burlington zone. Vink just able to get it in deep. Catalano went back for it. And it's Biazzi. Takes a check from Stanley but maintains control. Ahead for Catalano, but it was off her skate. Another pass not quite connecting as Birch muscles it through, but it's knocked away. Catalano trying to take it away. Rolling puck. Catalano finds it behind her as Hart flips it behind the net once again. And Burlington tries to start a breakout, but it's broken up right away by Nelson. Kletke in front off a stick, rolling in the blue paint, and it goes to the far side once again. Burlington with still just 1 shot on goal in this second period. Kletke in the near corner. Birch in there as well. Kletke takes a bump and Birch picked it up. Sanford to the line, rolls but not out. Held in by Sanford. Goes off the boards and all the way down the ice. Biazzi got a tip on it and negates the icing. Musty up the boards to nobody, quickly in front from Frigge, but it wasn't going to get on net. Back out at center, it's Chelsea Tiller. Turning away in her own zone, sending a cross ice pass for Krusel. Tries to chip it ahead, but it doesn't get through Sanford. And Krusel's tied up. Song in there as well. And White comes out with it for the Sabres. Flipped in deep. Chelsea Tiller goes after it. Up the near wall out of the reach of Lee, and it's picked up by Barnes, centering it in front, and they score off a body again. And the Sabres really benefiting from deflections in front. Addison White leads the party, so she's going to get credit for it. A 3-goal second period for the Stoney Creek Sabres, and they're up 3-1 in Game 1 of the 2026 OWHA Provincials. Tough breaks for Burlington in this second period. Can't quite get anything maintained in their own zone, but Kaylee Tiller has drawn a penalty as Stanley wasn't letting her through. And it's actually Ashley Austin going off for the hooking call. So with 4:30 left in this second period, Burlington goes on their first power play of the game, brought to you by Nickelbrook Brewing. Mention Junior Kudas at your next Nickelbrook gathering, and we will receive a kickback. So thank you for doing that. Cross ice pass in front, and the one-timer doesn't connect with Haley Thompson, but she maintains keeping the puck in the offensive zone at the least. Behind the net, Addison Butler can't settle it down, but it comes to Kaylee Tiller. Now Chelsea across for Lee. Tried to get it returned to Chelsea Tiller, but the stick of Vink got in the passing lane. Quickly ahead for Haley Thompson. Just offside, as Kaylee Tiller couldn't drag the blue line with her that time. And once again, these tight neutral zones really don't give you a lot of space to try and enter the zone cleanly. Face-off win by Morrison. Knocked it all the way into her own zone, though, and it's quickly sent out and down the ice by Ellis. 1:15 less now to go in the power play for Burlington. Kalpakis across for Frigge, and she skates it in. Frigge turns and gives it off for Krusel. Down into the corner, centering it in front. It goes off the stick of Musty, and Delahunt has to go all the way back for it in her own zone as it got by her. Delahunt trying to catch up to it. Frigge picked it up and turns away from Allen. Across for Kalpakis. She turns away from Barnes. 2 high forecheckers for the Stoney Creek Sabres. Off the boards for Kalpakis and again for Krusel. Over the blue line, but stripped of the puck. And it's Allen on a breakaway for Stoney Creek. Blocker save by Ferguson. Short-handed opportunity for the Sabres as the Barracudas once again struggling to connect on passes. Addie Butler tries to drop it off for Lee, who has to catch up to it and fires it in deep, and that will just about do it for the power play for Burlington. Sanford rips it down the ice. Ferguson out to play it. Left it behind the net for Lee, who caught up to it. Ahead for Kaylee Tiller and over the blue line. Tiller across for Thompson, in front with a shot. That's stopped by Musty. Just their second shot of the period as the Sabres have really been able to turn it up. Knocked away from Lee out to center and slapped in deep. 2 minutes to go in the second period, and we will have a flood before the third period that will be a full 20 minutes. Elson ahead for Bianca Hart, springs her on a breakaway. Stopped by Musty, and she hangs on. Sarah Elson looking for her first career postseason point, feeding Bianca Hart on a breakaway, but Musty standing tall as Pizzetti is thrown out of the face-off. Stanley lost it to Catalano. Chelsea Tiller trying to find a lane for a shot. That's just blockered away by Musty, and it goes up and out of play with Aubrey Biazzi on the doorstep. Some line matching, perchance, attempted by the Sabres coaching staff. And Burlington now going for a change as well. They get the Frigge, Krusel, and Song line back out there. Another face-off win for Frigge. Chelsea Tiller quickly flips it in deep. Ellis caught up to it. Frigge took it away. Chelsea Tiller with a long shot that's blocked, and it bounces out into neutral territory. Kalpakis flips it cross ice in deep, bounces towards the net, and Musty came out to play it, so she sent it behind the net, had to settle that puck that took an odd bounce. Chipped in front and knocked away by Musty, comes to the line. Kalpakis, long shot goes wide, and the rebound is picked up and skated out to center by Stoney Creek. White can't come up with the puck, and the stick of White is tied up in the arm of Kalpakis, and Kalpakis is getting a holding penalty as she tried to let go of the stick of White and was unable to. So with less than a minute to go in this second period, 56 seconds to be precise. Kalpakis has to go to the box for 2 or less for holding. A 3-1 game for the Stoney Creek Sabres after a 3-goal second period. Burlington has to kill another penalty. They gave up 1 on the power play, and the linesperson didn't get out of the way and kept the puck in the zone for the Sabres. Bounces to the line, and it's just held in across for Barnes now. Over to the far side, Morrison steps into his shot and a quick whistle as Ferguson pounced on it. And I think Burlington is changing up at least the defensive pairing with 36 seconds left in the second period. Quickly slapped all the way down the ice by Kaylee Tiller. Musty out to play it. Butler's on the forecheck. Trying to make Musty, or at least force her to make a quick move. And she had to. Ellis across for Morrison. And flipped into the Burlington zone with 15 seconds to go in the second period. Pinned up on the boards by Chelsea Tiller. Kicked out comes to Morrison. Now Ellis into the middle for Barnes. Shot doesn't get through as Lee got in the way, and that will do it for the second period. 30 minutes gone after 2 periods of play. Burlington getting heavily outshot and now outscored. It's 3-1 for the Stoney Creek Sabres after 2, with another minute and 3 seconds to kill on a penalty to Juliana Kalpakis to start the third period, as we will take a break for the Zamboni to do its rounds and return for that 20-minute third period in about 10 minutes' time.
Good luck.
So Toronto gets home advantage because you guys won in regulation. You guys won in OT, so shootouts.
That's what I like to hear. Yeah. Just watch out. We're still
okay.
Okay, okay, I'm green and yellow, remember? Yes. Oh no. Ah! Oh no. Oh, got me. Right here, right here. Right here, right now. We be all alone. Oh no. Oh, no! No! Oh, someone in. How did that not go in? Walk. Okay, now shoot. Cut in the middle, shoot. Oh no. What the hell? Is this like, I did rover till over. Better than yesterday. Better than yesterday. I mean, yesterday. Oh, did I just put it through? Oh, big hit. No, she's oh my god, we're fine. No! Don't get me! No! Yeah! What? Oh no! What? Look at his ankle! No, goalie interference. You're kidding! Oh my god, no, get that ref out of here right now. Yeah, that's what I like to hear, guys. Boo. How do you coach? Speedy. Get back here. I freaking hate this game. It's like anger issues. My guy's not over here. Come on, 1 second. You can't feed in this game at all. No, you have to carry it yourself. In. Yeah, I'm not passing at all. Last time I went down, but then I shot up and went all. I didn't know how to shoot for the first 3 minutes. Did they just say the sub? Yeah, that's what I just heard. I heard. That was interference. You just did to me, actually. Oh, get it, pick it up. Oh. Play it. Oh. I think we have to press play it. Yeah, press play it. Let's play it. You guys must play a lot. We haven't scored yet, Gabby. This is not good. I know. Don't need to remind me. Oh! Yeah! Wow! Thank you! My power play! It's like, what the heck is that? It's a full-on skedaddle right there. Dump and chase, That's all you. Oh, you. No. Oh, you. Get it! Yeah, nah. I saved. Oh my gosh. Who got it? Oh, shootout? Yeah, penalty shot? No. Come on. Bro, I can't take penalty shots. It's all you. No, I tried to do it yesterday. I couldn't. That's fine. Please be you. Go, Gabby, that's all you.
How do you know?
Because you're yellow.
Goal!
Wait, this boy's just robbing me today. I don't know. How many penalties?
Again?
What's going
Yeah,
on?
again. Don't give me another push.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't give me another one.
Look at you guys. Always just.
I hit my saw.
That's a trip.
Her
That's a
body
trip.
drifter.
That's a trip. Yeah, get in that box. Sit down. Get inside.
Go! Go! Oh no! See that hit? Oh.
Go, Gabby.
Oh,
Go, Gabby. Go, Gabby. Shoot it.
Gas. Gas.
Oh my gosh. Hey! Oh, come on.
Are you
No, no, no.
That was
How am I
not
supposed to
soft.
score? I haven't done it once. I've had like how many shots have I seen? Where? Right there. Yeah, you guys need to watch your sticks, huh?
Get away from me. Come back here.
Yeah, here.
Oh my gosh! Come on!
Just kick him out. Like,
5 on 3.
why am I going so slow?
Oh, nice. Oh, I'm out of town.
Yeah, Gabby, you're outside.
Hey, whoa, 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 whoa. Get away from our goalie.
Whoa, oh, trip.
Yeah, come on.
That's us.
Another penalty.
Oh, wait, we got this. Yeah, this is not even funny. Yeah, I don't know how we're not scoring all these power plays.
I don't know.
Like, because the power plays, we can't set it up. Yeah, dump it.
It's like, dump it. Nice try.
Save that. Look at the shots. 21-9 in shots.
I'm telling you, the girl never comes back. Off the board. I got it! What the hell? Two. Oh my god, I'm sorry. You got it. Oh my god.
Hey, don't show our goalie. Oh no, not the angle. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh my gosh. Another trip.
Are you serious? I don't even know how to poke check.
Who's poke checking? There we go, pen, there we go, pen. Yeah.
Oh my god. This has to be.
So every whistle, every second.
Another trip.
38 seconds.
Another trip.
Okay, where? Go, Gabby, go, Gabby. Shoot it. Oh my god. This is so annoying. Shoot it. Yeah! Yeah! Give me that.
Where's the goalie?
Finally! Five shots are like did something. Yeah, oh, my bad, goalie.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. Hey, Gabby, we gotta like. Let's look at the highlights. My goal. Oh, crap.
Boards. Oh my god, why does it go that way?
Go, Gabby. Shoot it. No way, I just got.
Welcome back, everybody, to Iceland Arena Rink 2. Game 1 of the 2026 OWHA Provincials for the Burlington Barracudas and the Stoney Creek Sabres. Burlington finds themselves down 3-1 after 2 periods of play. It's the Stoney Creek Sabres were having... Thank you for that. The Stoney Creek Sabres had 3 goals in that second period. And Burlington once again starts a period down a player. And some wet ice as well that Burlington has to contend with as that shot's lifted up over top of the net. Rolling puck into the near corner. Vink tied up by Chelsea Tiller. Spencer trying to take it away. Comes to Kaylee Tiller. And she chips it out and down the ice. Coming up to about 30 seconds left in the penalty to Kalpakis for holding. Burlington 0 for 1 on the penalty kills so far tonight. Goes to the far side. White flips it in deep. Goes around to Morrison on the near side. Delahunt trying to take it away from her. Flipped up the near wall. Held in by Kletke. Morrison with a backhand pass. Goes off a skate, but not out. Kletke held it in. White across. Sanford missed the net with that ripper of a shot. Kalpakis out of the penalty box, but Krusel can't get it out. Sanford held it in again. Barnes to the line. White rolled towards the front of the net and almost caught Ferguson moving from one side to the other. Here comes Morrison. Can't step around all of the Barracudas. Comes back to the line. Morrison still with it. Trying to find an option. Sharp angle shot off the iron once again. And it's gloved again by Morrison. Rolling puck in front. Kicked out by Ferguson. And she hangs on. About a minute and a half gone in this third period. As mentioned, it's a full 20-minute period. And Burlington successfully kills the penalty. And now has some work to do. Down a pair. Birch wrapped up by Tiller. Nelson took it away, and Bianca Hart definitely got away with one there. Her stick got caught up in the legs of Nelson. And Burlington does not get penalized for that, but is offside once again at the Stoney Creek blue line. Shots 18, now 19-12 for the Stoney Creek Sabres after 2 periods of play. But it's been a somewhat slow game as Mackenzie Ferguson has not been beaten cleanly once. Meanwhile, Friggy did beat Musty very cleanly as Stanley can't catch up to that loose puck in the Burlington zone. Comes to Butler, but it goes off Vink and backhanded ahead. Out of the reach of Stanley. Butler sent it to the open side. Chelsea Tiller has to go back for it. It's Lee up the near side for Butler. Trying to hit Kaylee Tiller in the middle, and it was off a stick, and Haley Thompson had to make sure everybody got back on side. Love lost it to some sticky ice, and Butler fired it up over top of the net and goes off for a change. Friggy fresh off the bench along with Krusel. On the tie-up in the near corner. Krusel comes out with it. Tries to turn and fire it in front, but it didn't get through. Krusel again. Knocked away and out to center. Sent down the ice, but no icing as Love reached back for it. Love ahead. And through center now, Ouellette. Over the blue line and in. Dropped off for Sadie Allen. Across for Kalpakis. And Kalpakis can't get it out. As it's held in again by Allen. There's still the errant glove of a Sabre in the Burlington near corner. Allen tries to chip it in front. Sharp angle shot. No, it goes behind the net instead. Allen's on it again. Out in front this time. Knocked away by Kalpakis. Delahunt lifted it to the line, and it would have been a hand pass, and it comes out to center for Burlington. Pass off the stick of Krusel, glove down and sent out to center. Stoney Creek trying to catch Burlington on a change, and they'll be offside if they touch it. And that pass from Lee out of the reach of Biazzi for an icing call. So both teams trying to catch each other on a quick change. Fire a lead pass down the ice. Does not connect with Aubrey Biazzi. Just one shot on net. This one for Stoney Creek. 4 minutes gone in this third period. Crunch time coming once again for the Burlington Barracudas. Biazzi can't lift it past Morrison, but Catalano followed up. Biazzi found the loose puck, fired on, blocked, rebound, sent wide by Catalano. Far corner, Catalano on the tie-up, wrapped around to the near side by Morrison. Barnes, second attempt on the pass, does get out through center. Burlington almost intercepted, and neither team can cleanly come up with the puck. Here's Catalano now, off the referee again, down into the near corner. Ellis ahead for Barnes. Across as Burlington makes another forward change. Kaylee Tiller off the bench and across for Chelsea. Up the near side, right through everyone, all the way down for an icing call. Burlington once again unable to connect on a lead pass. Kaylee Tiller with some energy though off the Burlington bench. Approaching the 5-minute mark of this third period. Burlington needs at least 2. Comes to the slot area where it's gathered up by Kalpakis. Bounced off the boards ahead for Kaylee Tiller. 2 Sabres on Tiller, but she comes out with it ahead for Chelsea. Off a body and doesn't get through. Rolling puck to the near side. Comes up to the line. Chelsea Tiller held it in again. Kaylee off her backhand. Knocked to the line again. Kalpakis sends it in deep. Haley Thompson trying to catch up to it in the near corner. Tiller at the line once again. Off the back wall for Butler. Couldn't wrap it around in front. She was tied up by Love. Up the far boards and carried now out to center and fired in by Austin as Stoney Creek goes off for a change. Some offensive zone time for Burlington, but no shots getting on Musty. And an icing call against Burlington as Chelsea Tiller did not gain the red line, so she cannot change. Slow start for both teams in this third period. Neither has really had any kind of scoring opportunity. The one shot in tight for Stoney Creek is about it as Cruzel fires it ahead, bouncing puck out of the reach of Frigge. Song tied up with Kletke, just held in by Elson. Frigge trying to step around White to catch up to that puck. Sanford got there first. It's a lot of catching up to this puck for both teams, really, on this open ice. Frigge with it now. Sharp angle shot. She scored with that exact same shot in the first period. Got it on goal, and the rebound was cleared up and out of play by Stoney Creek. Catalano with a clean face-off win for Burlington. Biazzi across for Delahunt. That goes off Catalano's backside. And Stoney Creek comes up with the loose puck. Can't get it out, though. Elson held it in for a moment. Across and carried in by Ellis now. Dropped it off for Beeman. Sharp angle shot off the stick of Delahunt and wide. Ellis gets it away from Hart. That goes ramping up a stick as well. Over to the near side. Biazzi trying to take it away. It comes in deep and round to the far side. Elson in her own zone with a cross ice pass for Biazzi, who just deflected ahead and then went off for a change. Beeman launches it into the Burlington zone again. Right back out to center. Everybody's changing, so no icing on the play. Van Sickle up off the glass, but not off the glass enough as it went into the Stoney Creek bench. And so we will have a face-off on the inside of the Stoney Creek zone on that far face-off dot to the left of Musty. Lee into the middle for Thompson with a one-timer, but she didn't get all of it. Still got on goal, and Musty directed it wide. Kaylee Tiller fanned on her first backhand, but did get it to Lee across, and that bounced over the stick of Thompson. Quickly ahead for Sadie Allen for the Sabres. Back into the middle, and that's cut off by Chelsea Tiller. Haley Thompson is away. Into the middle for Butler. Slapped away from her, and right back the other way is Stoney Creek. Spencer's just onside. Sharp angle shot from the near boards is gloved and held by Ferguson. And now both teams have 2 shots on goal in this third period. 8 minutes gone, but not a lot has happened, really. Neither team seems to be pressing super aggressively. Sent down the ice, though, by Burlington. Song able to get there first, wrapped it in front, and a backhander stopped by Musty with Cruzel alone in front. And Lauren Cruzel couldn't beat Musty with that backhander and was unable to win that draw either. Frigge was thrown out of the face-off. Deflected ahead by White. Ferguson comes to it and sends it to the boards at least, but not out. White in front. Blocker save made by Ferguson. And the rebound picked up and sent once again into the bench. This time on the Burlington side. Burlington's really going to have to tighten up on some of their passing, but also just trying to maintain possession in the offensive zone and then finding the clean lane to get the puck on net, because they are still being heavily outshot as the puck bounces around at the far side of the Burlington net, sent all the way down the ice. Kletke pulled up, so they waved that off. Comes to the point. Knocked away from Lee by Barnes, but she goes after it. In deep, Biazzi has it. Lanced away from her as well. And Sanford finds some space and fires it across for Barnes. Can't step around Lee, and the two of them fall to the ice. Stanley kept it in for Stoney Creek. Backhanded in front, and Morrison sent that wide. Barnes settles the puck, backhander, doesn't get through. 2 blocked shots for Sarah Elson as Michaela Barnes couldn't work it through, but Elson gave it away on that far side. Comes around to the near side and again up the far boards once more. Lee sends it down the ice and not enough for an icing. Ellis tried to stretch it out as best she could, but Burlington gets a change, and now potentially some offensive zone time. Kaylee Tiller held up as she tried to take it behind the net. Bodies falling everywhere as the puck is skated out to center with Vink. She sent it wide to the Burlington goal, and a wraparound in front is jammed on the far side by Stoney Creek, but Ferguson was right there, so she held on to it. It was Nelson with the wraparound attempt, and Chelsea Tiller made sure that she didn't get any other opportunity out of it. Kalpakis back of the net for Chelsea Tiller. Long lead pass for Thompson, who's tied up and knocked it out, and it's knocked out to center. Kalpakis into the middle, but it was off a stick. Didn't connect with Haley Thompson, and it's dumped in deep by Beeman. Kalpakis knocked into the boards. Chelsea Tiller came in to help. Got it up the far side, and it's knocked all the way down the ice by Cruzel, and that will be an icing call. Burlington up to 6 icings now in this game, 4th of the period. So Burlington with less than 10 minutes now to try and claw back into this first game. They're down 3-1. Deflected off the boards by Cruzel, but not out. Second attempt does get through. Quickly back ahead and off the stick of Barnes and in. Delahunt fanned on the pass to take it round the net, but she was able to come up with the loose puck, stripped immediately by Barnes, though. Tied up in the far corner. Morrison and Delahunt come together. Now Cruzel found the puck. Just deflected by Song, but it was on the wrong side of the red line. But no icing anyways, as Kletke got there in time. Fired a pass off the leg of Barnes, and she was able to come up with it and almost found Morrison in front, but the stick of Elson got in the way. Does not connect again for Burlington as Elson tried to find Song up the near boards. Knocked down by Cruzel, but Pizzetti came to it. Pizzetti lost her footing, and Tiller sends it round back of the net. Lee bounced it out to center. Biazzi just overskated it. Couldn't scoop it up as Van Sickle was struggling with the puck. Pizzetti trying to hold it in. It's knocked out to center. Van Sickle over the blue line and in. Can't get a clean shot away. She's tied up now by Chelsea Tiller. Catalano knocked the puck ahead for Hart. Off the boards and out to center. Spencer misplayed the puck and Catalano got it ahead. Now Allen can't keep control of it, but Stoney Creek still manages to get it out to center. Spencer knifed away from her by Kalpakis, and Butler sends it to the open side. Delahunt has to retreat for it. Bounced it off Kaylee Tiller and ahead. Tiller tried to drop it for Butler, but she skated too far away from it. Thompson followed up, and Kaylee's got it. Out in front, she scores! Kaylee Tiller with a silky move to get around the net and out in front. Ripped it past Musty, and Burlington's back in it with 7:19 to go. It's 3-2. The top line staying out there for Burlington. Kaylee Tiller won the draw, but it's slapped in by Stanley into the Burlington zone. Butler finds it in her feet, gives off a pass for Kalpakis, who floats it into the Stoney Creek zone. Rolling puck able to be found, and Vink has her pass deflected, but Stanley gloved it down. Rolled away from her, though. Lee ahead, deflected on and down into the Stoney Creek zone. Stretch passes for both teams aren't quite connecting as we approach the final 6 minutes of this third period. Elson can't get it past Barnes, and it's Morrison now on the far side. Frigge took it away. Song can't get a pass on. Sanford knocked away from her. This is Song now across for Frigge. Down into the Stoney Creek zone, but the puck rolled off her stick blade, and Stoney Creek gets it back out to center. Barnes into the middle. That is Barnes, actually, as Sanford made the pass in front, and it goes up and out of play behind Ferguson. 6:01 left in this third period. Shots are even in the period, 4 apiece, but that gives Stoney Creek 21 and Burlington 16. Barracudas currently still trail 3-2. They were leading for for all of the first period, or well, at least all of the end of the first period, because they scored with 3:19 left. That's the longest they've led in a tournament so far. It's knocked ahead for Kaylee Tiller, 2-on-1 for Burlington. In front for Thompson, and a beautiful kick save made by Musty. Sprawling across to keep that puck out on Thompson. Allen is tied up, and it's quickly ahead for Butler now. Down into the corner, she's wrapped up by Olette. Van Sickle came in to take the puck away as Burlington was changing. Spencer just gets it by Catalano and Delahunt. Spencer catches up to it, and a big save made by Ferguson as both goalies keep their teams alive. Hart gets it in deep. Love got there first. Up the far boards for Chelsea Tiller. Long shot knocked down by Love, and the two defenders catch up to it, and Love got it out to center. Love tangled up with Catalano as Delahunt fires a pass across. Ahead for Biazzi and backhanded in. Musty out to play it. Love has to chip it ahead quickly as Cruzel got a piece of it. And Love sends it to the other side now. Kletke near cross ice pass now ahead and deflected in by White. Morrison tried to center it in front, but it was cut off by Lee. Ahead for Song from Cruzel. Song tried to get it back to Cruzel, but Kletke intercepted that. Frigge came up with the loose puck, tried to get it in front, but it rolled off her stick. Morrison ahead for Barnes and out to center. Barnes runs into Kalpakis, and Lee gets it ahead for Song. Song can't get it past Austin, though, but Lee broke it up, and it's ahead for Thompson this time. Thompson with a nice toe drag, but got a weak shot away, and Musty covered it up with 3:44 left in this third period. Burlington still down by one. It's 3-2. Van Sickle behind the net. Ellis intercepted by Butler, but quickly played smartly by Musty to get it to her defender once again. Down the ice, deflected, so no icing. Burlington has to come back as there's two Sabres on a forecheck, but Delahunt got it away. Deflected down and in by Hart. Was sent there by Butler. Van Sickle and Ellis play pitch and catch behind their own net as Morrison is wrapped up, but Burlington getting away with another one. Catalano got her stick up on Morrison with no call, and Catalano just gets the puck to Biazzi, but she fanned on her shot, and the rebound is smothered by Musty. Will count it as a shot, but it was a weak one. 2:53 left in this third period. Face-off win by Frigge, but Song couldn't find the puck, and it's knocked out to center and down into the Burlington zone by Barnes. White has tying up Elson. Burlington can't clear it out. White and Elson once again in the near corner. Barnes in there as well against Frigge. And Lee trying to dig it out now. Lee able to do so. Across for Song, but nicely broken up by Kletke and kept in. Bounces towards the front of the goal, and Chelsea Tiller quickly picked it up. Ahead for Song, but that trickled away from her. Burlington able to get it in, though. Frigge lifted it over top of the net as Cruzel found Frigge in front. Allen just able to get it out to center as Michaela Barnes sidesteps Chelsea Tiller with a shot. Stopped and held by Ferguson as Barnes continued to fight off the checking of Chelsea Tiller as she tried to get away. .153 left to play in this third period. Quick shot from Spencer is gloved by Ferguson. Chelsea Tiller tries to find Kaylee Tiller, and Burlington is having to touch up as there's a late offside call. Dumped in by Ellis. Chelsea Tiller looking to spring her sister once again, but there was no option for it, so she got it off for Kalpakis, who chipped it in. Ellis knocked away from her to Butler. Ellis lost her stick and holds up Butler. And manages to keep the puck contained, and now Burlington is getting a late penalty in this game as Butler. Oh no, I thought it was Butler going off, but it's Kaylee Tiller getting a cross-checking penalty with 1:07 left to play in this third period. So after all that was let go against Burlington, Catalano, even Butler in that corner there just a few seconds prior. That is the penalty that gets called and potentially snuffs out Burlington's opportunity to get back in this game. Less than a minute to go. It's Morrison on the near side for Stoney Creek. High slot Barnes had it go off the toe of her stick, and it rolls out to center. Butler trying to take it away from Sanford. In her own zone, leaving it for Ellis, and now Sanford again. Stoney Creek will just continue to waste time, but they've iced the puck. .32 seconds to go. Mackenzie Ferguson remains in the net. Nope. Assistant coach Becky Keller asked Kevin Greco, does he want to pull the goalie? And he said yes. 32 seconds to go. Friggy in front, and Song couldn't get all of that puck to get it on goal. Near corner, big tie-up. Ellis sent it back of the net for Sanford. Up the boards and out to center. Chelsea Tiller's on it. Trying to find an option, and she takes it herself with a long shot and a glove save with 11 seconds to go. One last opportunity for Burlington, and a timeout called with still their best goal scorer in the box for another minute and 4 seconds should they be able to tie it up.
This period is brought to you by BDO Canada Assurance Tax Advisory. People who know BDO.
Mackenzie Ferguson remains on the bench for Burlington. Friggy, Song, Thompson, Lee, and Chelsea Tiller are the players that Kevin Greco will send out for this final face-off. The draw will be to the right of Musty. Friggy to take it against Pizzetti, the best center for Stoney Creek. Friggy won it. Thompson tries to smack it across, but Sanford able to muscle it out to center, and that will do it. They miss the empty net, and Stoney Creek takes the victory in Game 1, 3-2. Despite a valiant effort to try and come back towards the end of this third period, that effort gets snuffed out by a late penalty call against Kaylee Tiller. And the Burlington Barracudas lose Game 1 of the Provincial Championship for 2026 to the Stoney Creek Sabres 3-2. Game 2 will be tomorrow at 2:15-ish. As you saw, of course, this game was delayed, and that is the nature of tournaments. So look for us at least 2:15 tomorrow. Could be earlier, could be later. Pay attention to our social media to find out on @JuniorCudas on Instagram and X. But 2:15 is the matchup tomorrow against the London Devilettes, followed by an 8:15 start against the Barrie Sharks. Excuse me, it's an 8 o'clock start against the Barrie Sharks. So we will see you then. 2 o'clock is the start time, not 2:15. It's 2 o'clock tomorrow here on the Burlington Barracudas YouTube channel against the London Devil-Lads. Thank you for joining us. My name is Jared Bapty. For myself and the crew, we'll see you tomorrow with a thank you to our sponsors.